Hey y'all, Chef Irix guy here. Now I know we all have our own techniques when it comes to smoking meat. In today's case I'm smoking some pork. But I wanted to talk about some things I like to do. Now I just opened this so the temperature fell a little bit. But you can see I've got 3 racks of baby back ribs on there, cut into half racks. Just incredible. And these have only been smoking for just an hour or so, so they're not anywhere close to done. But what I like to do with ribs, and it doesn't have to be, a lot of people think you've got to buy a fancy grill and all that, and it's not the case, because the best food comes from this technique, in my opinion. The starting process of good barbecue, in my opinion, if you don't have your own barbecue pit, is to get one of these Brinkmann electric smokers, and it's just a cylinder-shaped smoker. It's electric. It's got a heating element in the bottom that's electric, and that regulates the temperature. It's gonna keep it consistent about 225 degrees. Obviously, when I open it, temperature is going to drop a little bit. You don't want to open your smoker a lot when you're smoking, except to maybe quickly spray it with a barbecue moisture control spray, like you can check out my recipes on my channel for that, for the sprays that I mix up to spray on the barbecue. But yeah, the Brinkmann electric smoker is a key piece, and the reason I like it instead of a charcoal smoker, number one, it's not as messy, and number two, it's not as expensive to run, because you're not having to fill it up with constantly keep it resupplied with wood and or charcoal, because the heat is generated by the heating element on the bottom, the electric heating element. And then you put your in just a little smoker box like this one right here, you put your chips and just put it in the smoker as it stops smoking again. Just put another box in, and it just makes barbecue just really perfectly cooked, slow smoked. You really get the flavor in there, with the ability to use a minimal amount of hickory chips or applewood chips or mesquite, whatever type wood you may prefer. But then what I also recommend is a traditional charcoal grill, because what's going to happen when you slow smoke ribs all day, or whatever kind of meat, it's going to be good, but it's not going to have that, ribs in particular, it's not going to have the bark on the outside. And with me, after I've smoked ribs all day, I like to sauce them up with my homemade barbecue sauce, and then I like to cook them over lump charcoal on a traditional charcoal grill. Now this grill is one that I would highly recommend. It's not expensive. You can get it at Lowe's or your Home Depot. It's the Char-Griller Professional. Now I've had this one for a while, so I painted over it with a fresh coat of paint, both on the wood and the grill. So it's definitely been used for many years, and I can attest to the quality of this grill. And the thermometer it came with it still works, which is kind of cool. So just a good second grill to have when you're smoking barbecue, because after you smoke it, and keep in mind, this is a smoker, so you wouldn't have to have an electric smoker in this. But if you want to have the best of both worlds, in my opinion, I would do what I do. I'd get the Brinkmann electric smoker. You can get them off Amazon.com or various local retailers for not much. And then I would get a traditional charcoal grill, just for the purpose of firming up your ribs or whatever you've smoked in the electric smoker, for firming up and saucing before serving. So that's how I do my barbecue. How do you do your barbecue? I welcome your feedback. Feel free to share this video with others, and subscribe to youtube.com/IrixGuy, and enjoy all of Chef Irix Guy's barbecue smoking videos. Y'all have a good day.